Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we have these two matching Ashley nightstands. So I believe I got these for $25 on the marketplace. So let's go ahead and start flipping these. Okay, so we're gonna start cleaning these. I'm gonna take the hardware off first and then take the drawers out, and then I'm gonna clean with some Simple Green, and we're gonna start on that first. Okay, it's time to sand, so I'm going to start out by using a 180 just because I know the tops are not solid wood. And I know these nightstands have like a super thin veneer and it's going to be really easy to go through it, so that's why I'm doing a 180 first. Okay, so it took me about 45 minutes to sand both of the nightstand tops, and now I'm just scuff sanding the bodies with the 180 grit also. Okay, so I just scuff sanded the bodies. So now before I scuff sand these drawers though, I'm going to put some Bondo in the holes so I don't have to sand the drawers twice, and that just makes sure I don't go through the veneer sanding multiple times. So we're going to do the Bondo, but I'm going to put some painter's tape just on the other side of the drawer so the Bondo doesn't go through the holes. So we're going to do the tape and then we're going to Bondo the holes. And then I'm going to drill one hole right in the middle, and we're going to do knobs on these. So we're going to go ahead and start on that. Okay, so next, while the Bondo's drying on the drawers, I'm going to go ahead and clean these with some Simple Green, and then we'll put some tape around the edges so that doesn't get any paint on it. Okay, so I'm gonna put on the tops of these old reliable crusty towel. So it's just gonna go like that. Don't judge on the crusty towel, it works. So I'm gonna put these on the tops and then fold the tape over so the top's protected, and then clean this, and then we'll start spraying the paint. Well, the primer. We're gonna do primer first, and then we'll do the paint. Okay guys, we got the crusty towel ready. It's perfect. Great. Love that. And this is what they look like after the Bondo's been sanded. They are flat as a pancake. Alright. So now we're gonna get everything cleaned up, and then we're gonna start priming. Hey, just kidding. Yeah, we're not gonna prime yet. So I forgot I was gonna put these little trim pieces on the front of the nightstands. I don't have any flat ones, and this is all I have, so we're gonna go ahead and just use it. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and cut, I have 2 of these, so I think I'm gonna cut both of the strips, all of them, to like 5 3/4, and then we'll just line them up on the fronts of the drawers, and we'll see how it goes from there. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut these. Okay, so I think this is the design I'm gonna go with. It's alright, but we'll see how it looks when it's painted. So I'm gonna see if I have enough for the other drawers. Probably not. I need to cut more little sticks. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut those, and then we'll glue and nail everything to the fronts of the drawers. Alright, so I decided to go with a few less on the drawer fronts because I didn't want it to be too busy. So I think these are going to be perfect. They're already glued on. So now we're going to go ahead and prime everything. Okay, we're going to be using Kiehl's primer on this. And basically I'm priming because this is super red. And it's probably going to bleed through the paint if I don't prime it. So we're going to definitely do 1 coat, but maybe 2 coats depending on how it looks after the first coat. So also, after the primer, we're going to be using Behr's Cabinet Door and Trim paint in a semi-gloss, and the color is Spanish Sand. Okay, so here I'm using a 400 grit sandpaper to just kind of smooth the finish out. It's already feeling really smooth, but this just makes it more of a factory feel. So yeah, I'm using a 400 grit sandpaper. Alright, it's time to stain, so I'm using a little foam pad, and I'm also using Dixie Belle's stain in a charred hickory color. And I'm also spraying the surface with water first, because it just helps me move the stain across the surface a lot better. I'm also on like my last few drops of stain, so the water is going to really help me use up all of the stain. The tops are dry now. I think I'm going to do one more coat of stain though, because I want the top to be just a little bit darker. So we're going to do a second coat of stain. Okay, so it's really hard finding the right music for these videos. So I did put in a little like rock track in there. It's more my style of music. I'm not really into the little do stuff. So if you don't like it, just let me know. I'm probably going to keep doing it anyway. So yeah. Alright, here's a reminder of the before. They weren't bad, they're just not very modern looking. You know, the color's not it. Alright, and here's the after. So I did post these on Facebook Marketplace for $3.50, and they sold for full price within like 4 hours. And I would say, I don't remember how much I got the little dowels for that I put on the front, but I think I made probably about like $3.20 in profit, so I say that's a pretty good day. So don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you for watching.